Are you thinking about moving to Seattle, Washington, and you're considering a suburb around it like Sammamish Washington? Well, in today's video, you're going to jump into the computer with me so you can get an idea of where things are located in Sammamish, Washington. So first of all, where is the city in relation to Seattle? Where are the schools? Where are the recreation? Where is the water? Where are the residential homes, the best neighborhoods, all that kind of fun stuff. So if that sounds good to you, let's jump into it. Hey, if this is your first time to my channel and you want to know about moving to Seattle or the areas around it like Sammamish, then definitely like my channel, subscribe, and tap the bell for notifications so that you don't miss another market update. I am Kelsey Anderson and I am a local realtor. I love to educate people about the areas around Seattle. So in particular, if you don't live around here, you can take the advice from someone who's lived here over 35 years to find the information and relay it to you trustably. All my information is in the description below, so whether you're looking to move in 7 days or 7 months, hit me up so we can get to know what you are looking for and talk budgets and dream homes and all the like. So just get in contact with me and I'd love to help you. All right, let's get after it. All right, here we are zoomed in on my map so you can get an idea of Washington. So if I zoom out here, you can kind of see where we are in relation to Seattle. So we are just to the east. If you hop on 520 going east, you'll connect over to Redmond, hop on 202, and that spits you out right in Sammamish. If I zoom out a little bit more, you can kind of see where SeaTac Airport is. So from Sammamish, you're gonna take side roads kind of connecting over to 90 right from Sammamish. And then you'll either take Highway 900 and connect over to 405, or you could always go west on I-90 and then connect to 405. But 405 is going to take you all the way to SeaTac Airport right here. It's about 30 minutes from the airport, give or take with traffic. It could take you 35 to 40 minutes. Quick facts about Sammamish. So first of all, the median home price right now is about $1.4 million, with most single family homes over 3 bedrooms about $2 to $3 million. So there are also 67,000 residents in the city of Sammamish. And one cool thing is that Sammamish was only incorporated in 1999. So it used to be a part of Issaquah, but it became its own city. So that might be why you haven't heard of it before. Some towns around Sammamish. So we already know where Seattle is located on here, but we've got to the north, we've got Redmond. You see Marymoor Park on the map here. And then directly west, you've got Lake Sammamish and then Bellevue. And then on the south side, we've got Issaquah. And then to the east, it's just sort of the Snoqualmie Valley. Again, sort of the foothills of the mountains. So you've got some little towns, but not a lot of residential areas because it's really just the woods and the mountains. So now thinking about just kind of navigating around Sammamish and how long it will take you to get places. Sammamish being located on the east side of Lake Sammamish, it's going to take you about 30 minutes to get into Seattle. It's 20 miles east. So like I kind of showed you when we were zoomed out, you'll just take 202 from the north part of Sammamish and connect over to 520, and then you can take that to 405 and then go east to Seattle. That will take you to Seattle on the north side. Other main highways are 90. So if I zoom out here, you can kind of see this is where 90 is. So 90 is that town going east to west, and it's just south of Sammamish, and that's going to take you out to the mountains, and so we'll get to that here in a second. But if you want to connect to 90, you're just taking side roads through Issaquah, heading south to get to 90. So that's super easy to get to 90 from Issaquah. Now, if I really zoom in here, you can see the main drag that takes you north to south. And so that is this road, 228th Avenue. So that's going to take you all the way to 202, but it really runs north to south And I'll kind of show you this road so you can see what this looks like. But this is just a 4-lane road, 2 lanes each direction. And it's going to take you through the most kind of the retail centers of Sammamish, the schools, and kind of get you close to where you want to go, whether it's the lakes, whether it's the towns north and south like Redmond and Issaquah, or if it is the various lakes and parks throughout. Heading into what is fun to do in or close to Sammamish, I want to show you some fun nearby before we get to the fun that's located right in the city. So up north in Redmond, there's a ton of fun to be had. So in Redmond, you've got lots of public golf courses, you've got Redmond Town Center, and just the downtown area has a lot of events and is a great place to shop and dine, find a local bar or winery to enjoy time with your friends and family, but just a lot of fun. You see down there, we've also got Marymore Park. And if I zoom out even further, you can see how close Woodinville is. So if you just head up north on 202, you will get up to Woodinville, and that's where all the wineries are. So that's going to be just about 15 minutes up north. You can get to the Woodinville Winery. Another place you are really close to, in addition to Redmond, is if you go just a little bit further west, you're going to hit Kirkland. So again, taking 202 and connecting, and you can even stay on 202, which kind of is like becomes Redmond Way. That will take you, honestly, all the way to Kirkland. So if you've seen any of my other videos, you'll see how amazing Kirkland is. That's just about a 15-minute drive along 202, and that takes you to Kirkland, which you've got lots of hotels and restaurants and just activities right along the water, lots of public spaces, trails, beaches, more shopping, things like that. So lots of fun in Kirkland, and that's just going to be another 5-10 minutes beyond Redmond, and it's all just super close to Sammamish. Looking just south of Sammamish, you've got Issaquah, which again I cover in depth in a different video, but there is a lot of character in Issaquah. It's been around a long time. It does have a little historic downtown, more fantastic restaurants. It's got huge Lake Sammamish Park, which is a really fun place to jump in the water. You can swim, you can get paddle boards and kayaks, all that kind of fun family stuff. Lots of shopping, Costco down here. You also have the Cougar Mountain Zoo. Just lots of things to do here in Issaquah, and that is bordering, and Sammamish used to be part of Issaquah, so obviously a lot of the fun is located right in Issaquah. Now thinking about just some of the fun you can have located right in the city, one of the things that really stands out here in Sammamish is the lake life. So fantastic place to put your boat in the water. If you're lucky to have a boat, you can of course rent a boat or find a friend who's got a boat. That's what I do. But Lake Sammamish is right here. It obviously borders the entire city of Sammamish. So that's a 7-mile lake, super fun for boating. Lots of homes are right on the lake on both the west side, which is Bellevue, and then also Sammamish. And there's a road that goes along. So if you can take your bike and go all the way around the lake, which is really fun. But obviously the lake is just great for swimming and boating and that kind of residential fun. It's not quite as busy as Lake Washington, so that's a huge plus. In my vlog, I also show you Pine Lake Park. This is a really fun spot. They've got lots of picnic tables and sports fields, and it just looks very like woodsy and cabiny. You kind of feel like you're literally in the middle of the mountains, and just a fun park. There's a little pool area, kind of a swim area for the kids, and that's just for non-motorized boats. But that's both a great neighborhood around Pine Lake Park, and then also just the lake itself. Another lake I take you to, which has some more sort of activities that operate around the lake, but that is the Beaver Lake. So Beaver Lake has its own park. I think there's like a hotel there. I think there used to be a hotel. I'm not sure if it's still there, but it is. It was actually frozen when I visited it this year. But that's another great lake and neighborhood located on the east side of Sammamish. Now, Sammamish does have 2 golf courses, but they are private and they do not want you on their property unless you're a member. I may have learned that the hard way, but you have the Sahamamish Golf Course up here on the north side closer to Redmond, and then you also have the Plateau Club on the east side closer to the Snoqualmie Valley over here. So these are 2 private clubs. They are pretty upscale, especially this Sahamamish one on the north side. These are, especially the Sahamamish one is like professional regional, has like multiple 18-hole golf courses. They've had like the PGA there, huge deal. And the Plateau Club is also another nice event center and golf club for members only. If you are someone who really loves golfing, you're going to want to find a public golf course that you can go to without being a member. And you're just going to head up to Willow's Run Golf Complex, which has 45 holes there. And that's just in Redmond on the west side, kind of closer to Kirkland. If Sammamish got such good ratings for being the number 3 suburb by niche.com for best for families, you can be rest assured there's some great parks located throughout the city. So I've already talked about Pine Lake Park and Beaver Lake Park having some great spots for kids to play and jump in the water. But there's also the Sammamish Commons. And so that's located down right close to the main drag here. You will see the Sammamish Commons. They've got a great splash pad and just area for the kids to kind of run around and some trails for families. All right, I'm just kind of zoomed in a little bit further so that you can see where Soaring Eagle Regional Park is. So that's over here on the east side. Again, this is that main drag that goes north and south, 228th Avenue. But Soaring Eagle Regional Park, I take you there in my vlog. That's another great spot with wonderful trails. There's actually 65 trails throughout the city of Sammamish, and 12 of those walkable trails are right at Soaring Eagle Regional Park. And this is pretty fun because this park allows strollers to kind of roll through. It's not super steep, so super walkable for people of all ages. All right, and kind of hard to see at the top Eastlake High School, but I want to show you where the high schools are located in Sammamish. So I am zoomed out here. You can kind of see just right along that Central Avenue. I'm zoomed in right here to show you where the high schools are. So we've got Skyline High School here at the bottom. So Skyline High School is a part of the Issaquah School District. This is kind of that line that divides the north half from going to the Lake Washington School District, and then the south half of the city going to the Issaquah School District. So Skyline is a part of the Issaquah School District, and then if you head up north, it's not showing on this map, but this is Eastlake High School right here. That is part of a completely different school district, the Lake Washington School District. Now, both of these school districts are rated A+ by niche.com, off the charts in so many of the areas, and super high rated in the district for public schools in Sammamish. So incredible schools no matter if you're on the north side or the south side. Some of the other schools located right here is Eastside Catholic School. So Eastside Catholic School is a school that's for kiddos that are grades 6th through 12th, and it's one of the 4 private schools that are located right in Sammamish. Central Washington University also has a branch here in Sammamish. There's a couple main places to find restaurants and sort of your everyday needs and grocery stores in Sammamish. So that's going to be up here in the Sammamish Commons. That's going to be close to your 2 high schools, Eastlake and Skyline. And then down here closer to Pine Lake Park. They call it Pine Lake Plaza or something like that. And there's another little shopping center, I think QFC area over here in Klahani. But the 2 main ones are sort of here up in Sammamish and then by Pine Lake Park. From the map to kind of give you an idea of where you might be going to get a bite to eat. Zooming into that north location, you've got your main shops like Safeway and Trader Joe's. I actually go here in my introduction of my vlogs. You can kind of get a better idea but you've got Mercury's Coffee, you've got Habit Burger down here, Pagliacci, so some really yummy restaurants. And then you also kind of have some other smaller shopping. If you want to pick up paint, if you want to go to the drugstore, get your hair cut, things like that, you're going to be coming to this Sammamish Highlands shopping mall. Their great little retail center where they have some just local shopping and dining is going to be right next to Pine Lake Park. And so that is just south on 228th from where we just were. And that's going to be right here. So they call this the Pine Lake Village. You've got QFC, La Casita Cochinas, which is a really popular Mexican restaurant. And just some of your daily needs are going to be right here. Another really fun thing to do is enjoy the mountains over to the east. So I have you zoomed out here so that you can see where Sammamish is in location to some of the mountain fun located just to the east. I swear, if you're not going to be close to all the downtown fun in Bellevue and Seattle and that kind of nightlife, well, you might be interested in Sammamish because of all the outdoor adventure that is just to the east. So obviously in Issaquah, you've got Squawk Mountain, Cougar Mountain, and Tiger Mountain. So lots of little hikes. There used to be some camping spots, but you might have to go further east for that. But that's located right south. And then if you take 202 from Sammamish and connect down to 90, you can take 90 out. You will hit Snoqualmie Pass just about 40 minutes away. So getting to Snoqualmie Pass, super close. You can ski, you can snowboard, you can inner tube, and you can enjoy this place in the winter and in the summer. So you can definitely take little hikes, little gondola rides, and have fun in the summer, and then obviously do all the winter stuff, and even just sightseeing around there in the beautiful snow. Hit Drew Brews out there, just kind of live that mountain life, not too far east. And even before that, you hit North Bend. So just about 20 minutes to the east, you hit North Bend, and North Bend is super fun. You can see the Snoqualmie waterfall. You can even float the river at Snoqualmie, and so just lots of fun right there in North Bend. You don't even have to go as far as Snoqualmie Pass. There is definitely spots to fish and hike and do all those kind of sports along the river. All right, I wanted to show you some of the different neighborhoods that are popular in Sammamish, and I kind of wanted to zero in on some of the prices in those neighborhoods. So this is just from Zillow.com, and this sort of shows you the prices along the water. So you can see along Lake Sammamish. Sometimes they call an area on the south side Mint Grove, but this whole area along East Lake Sammamish Parkway is that road that runs north and south on the side of Sammamish. All those homes are going to be $3 to $4 million, so definitely expensive. And then as you kind of go up the plateau, you'll see houses in the mid ones to mid twos range. Sometimes it's more, but typically you could buy a house around $2 million if you're not right on Lake Sammamish. Some of the popular neighborhoods you can see from the map, on the top part of the map, you can see Sahalee, and so that's a really popular neighborhood. And then you also have the Inglewood neighborhood, and so that's just south of Sahalee. And then on the south side, the two popular neighborhoods are the Pine Lake Park neighborhood. So that's all the area around Pine Lake. And then on the southeast side, you've got Klahani Park. And that's a really fancy part of the plateau as well. Hey, that is all I have for you today. I hope you learned a bit more about Sammamish, Washington, and where everything is located. Don't forget to check out my other videos from Sammamish. Both the vlog and the pros and cons can give you a better idea about some details of Sammamish if you're considering a move here. Obviously, if you check out my channel, you'll find out lots more information about other suburbs on the east side of Seattle, Washington. But as always, use the information in the description below to get in contact with me. I would love to hear from you and set up a meeting. You can text me, send me an email, or call me, or we can set up a Zoom. So hit the subscribe button and tap the bell notification so that you don't miss another market update if I don't see you around town. I hope to hear from you soon, but if not, have a great day.